Hey everyone, this is Hawk. I want to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about a product that I've recently purchased for my car. It's called the Grip Flex Windshield Car Mount by Mpow. I actually have one similar to it, which was right here, that would actually mount on the vents inside of my car. And then so I thought this is not very good. I've had a lot of issues, first off, with this piece in the back rotates. It's not real stable. It's kind of heavy. And then what happens is that the front piece is so heavy that it literally falls out of my vents as I'm driving down the road. So if I'm trying to literally watch a GPS as I'm driving and my phone's falling off, it just doesn't help me. Plus the rubber boot pieces in the back do not stay where they're supposed to be. They're like, it isn't level. So no matter how you try to adjust those in the back to go into your prongs on your actual the fins on your in your car, it literally will not sit straight. So it's actually like this. So you're already starting the process of it wanting to fall out. So I've really fought this a lot. We've done a lot of traveling, and this has been one that's really been bothering me. The other part I did not like about this one was it will not, for the life of me, fit my phone. So I go and I get this nice phone. Look at this. I can barely get it in there, and it is so crimped on the edge that I'm literally breaking it. So this doesn't work. And then what happens is that it still falls out because my phone's really heavy. So it's really front heavy. It doesn't work. So I really needed a new product. And Mpow has really impressed me overall, because I've already purchased a set of their kind of their headphones. And they're for more athletic wear, and so you can wear those. You can wear just one, or you can wear both. And recently, I purchased those for my wife. We really like them, and I went ahead and I bought a bunch for my staff. So, like I said, that especially during all this remote learning, I feel like it's a good bonus to have something like that. So we're going to have more products to review, but I got to tell you, I just know Mpow's been really good with their products, and like I said, just knowing how the company itself so far in regards to communication via email, they've been very helpful. So that's a step in the right direction, customer service. All right, so here's the first part. Like I said, covered up with a piece of plastic. All right, soft plastic, so it won't scratch. It's definitely durable plastic. It's nice. All right, there's the other part. And then you've got some 3M connections that go with the little elbow bend where it'll just sit on the joint. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And here's your 2-year warranty card. So what's really cool about Mpow is that, for example, I have a lot of items over here that have like 3 to 4 or 5-year warranties. I've never registered them. So I've got like a power supply over there that doesn't even work, and I don't even have it under warranty because I never filled out the paperwork. The incentive for this is they want you to fill out the paperwork to get the 2-year warranty. So it's there, but you have to do the paperwork to do it. And you have 10 days to get it done. So it's kind of a reward to get what you to earn, but you get it done, because I procrastinate, and that's not always the best answer. So like I said, the membership card is fantastic. It's an easy addition, and you get 2-year warranty on your product. These are the directions. This is all I see in the container. And it says, come and learn more about me. It's kind of cartoonish. And inside, it's really cartoonish. It talks about tearing off the plastic on the suction cup, which I have already done. And then it talks about, wow, you're pretty, or ugh, I am going to fall. So it talks about having a clean surface, and they use a couple pictures. So I would kind of consider this to be a little kiddish, but at the same time, if it gets a point across with a couple of illustrations and you're visual learner, boom, you're done, and it's a win. And it's all right. I mean, it tells you what to do step by step without actually talking to you. So sometimes less words are better anyway. All right. So here's your parts. Oh man, this is really stiff. I have to tell you, this is really solid. So I'm feeling that with this already, I have my Bears lamp right here. This is super flexible. I mean, this wouldn't support anything if I attached it to the front of it. If it was this, it would just bend it. What's nice about this, I'm noticing right out of the box, is that this is really solid, and I have a really good feeling like this could support my phone even if it was hanging up high and it's hanging on the glass and it wasn't even sitting on the bend with this. located in this spot right here. So that's what I'm kind of noticing about this, is that it's already a solid product. You can bend it, but it is really solid and it holds its shape, which will be fantastic for what I'm doing, because once I put it in place, I mean, it's pretty much set. All right, you have your other piece here, and it looks like simply it just snaps on to this. So the little ball actually just snaps into the plastic part. Now remember, this is plastic. I mean, it's pretty solid, but it's still plastic, so you got to be careful with it, because you don't want to break it, because if you break it, I mean, you know, it's pretty much shot. There's really no going back. All right, but you just clamp it on, and you put that, tighten up the screw, righty tighty, loose lefty loosey. So that's how you kind of loosen and tighten that up. You have your phone. I would prefer, because it's plastic, even though it's solid and I really don't have anything to complain about, I'm going to keep it a little loose to get it where I want it to be when I put it in my car. So then that way I can get it situated, and then I'll tighten up the back so it's solid, and it'll be in a good position. This little piece right here will be the elbow, so it's going to sit something like this. It'll attach to the window with the suction cup, which, by the way, has a lot of suction to it. That is definitely something I've noticed. I mean, you can see it really pulling in with that as it's doing that. So the suction on this is amazing. I've actually used this and tried this already, and I will tell you, the suction on this is so good that it's really hard to get off the window once it's been on there, which isn't bad. The bottom angle part here, which actually is supposed to attach to the surface of your car or the dashboard, has 3M stickers on it, which would help with adhesion. I don't even use these. I only have 3, so if I was to switch vehicles with it, I'm already used them up and I'm already out. I actually have used this product already, and I will tell you that there are no issues with this product stabilizing on this joint here and to the window. The most I had on it, which I can show you a video of in a few minutes, is that it just has a little bit of wobble like this, and it isn't even all the time. Like I said, it just has a little bit of wobble like this, and it's not a lot. It's just enough to notice it. So it's really stable, and I don't even think that this is going to make much of a difference. I mean, you can stick it on there and add support here and here, but I would tell you, even if you add support there and here, I mean, this can still wiggle. I mean, it just is. My biggest concern I had was that the distance from here to here isn't really that long. And what I noticed, and it wasn't bad. I mean, really, I was totally fine, because I have the XS Max, which is the iPhone 10 Max version. This wasn't bad from the distance. And what I mean by that is that my wife has a van where the windshield has more of a slope that's like this, and here, this angle. So it's almost a 45-degree angle, whereas my Equinox is more of kind of more like a 30-degree angle. So when I attach this to my 30-degree angle, it kind of actually pushes the phone over closer to me if I'm on this side looking at it. So it's a bigger picture. The problem with my wife's is that it's further away. So as I attach to her window, which is more like this, it literally pulls the phone away from me a little bit. And I would tell you that difference of a few inches, it wasn't enough to throw me off when I was driving. I was able to see the directions on this the entire way, all my lines. I never had any issues. But it'd be cool if they would make this where you have kind of like, this is like a 6-inch distance, and they did one with like a 10-inch distance, just because no cars are made the same. I have a monitor at school that has the mount on the back, and you can buy an extension to it to make it go taller if you want to go taller. That'd be nice if this had an ability to, you could have this, or you could have like a 10-inch one, so you gained about 4 inches on it, and that would really help for the distance of the windshield over to where I'm trying to view it, especially if you're using a smaller phone. My other phone really isn't a lot bigger than this, and so what happens is that it would just be a smaller picture that you're looking at versus this little one. So it's just something to think about as you're moving forward. If you're, that would be the only thing I would talk about with this item that I'd like to maybe look at. These aren't really necessary. I mean, if you want to attach it, that's fine. I don't know if I ever want to leave it in the car all the time, but I will tell you, it is wonderful product. And I will tell you that my favorite part about it was that once it's mounted in the window, right? By the way, this is a really cool feature. You push the button and it actually opens on your own. I mean, a minute ago, I told you that I had to literally hold this open and try to keep it open and get my phone in here to get it to work, right? This is a one button, one-handed job. I hit the button, right, which is what I'm doing. It opens up, and I literally can just stick my phone right in there. The coolest part about this whole case is that that's it. I just clamped it, and it's not even in there all the way. It literally can be pushed out, but it's clamped well enough. It did not. My phone didn't fall the whole trip, and like I said, we're driving along and it vibrated a little bit. It didn't fall out once. So it has a little bit of a wiggle to it, but that is the extent of this item and any issues that you would run into with it. The inside of this is really good. It's got a soft foam on all edges. I like this one here had a little nicer. It had more of the rubber. I like the rubber, but it's also a little slick too. So sometimes the foam is a little better. And I will tell you, the foam in here was wonderful. My phone stayed the whole time. And really, honestly, the best part for me was that I could literally take my phone out with one hand and go do what I wanted to do, go watch my daughter play sports, come back out, stick it in there like that, and I just clamped like that, and my phone's set. I had no issues with this case in any way on the trip at all. That was, honestly, was the best part. If you want to remove it and get it out of here, all you literally have to do is come down and push the button in the corner, and it pops right out. In your car, if this is your steering wheel right here and you're facing me, it kind of looked like in some of the pictures they had it sitting over here in the middle on your window, right underneath your rearview mirror. I already have enough issues seeing underneath my rearview mirror because I'm a little taller. I didn't think that was a good spot, so I shifted it over on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Right now, based on my steering wheel, that's what I'm looking at, looking across. There's no way right now, as I said, with my mirror, I already have this issue being a little taller and I have to drop my seat all the way down. The suction on this is fantastic. You just latch it up to lock it in and you're set, and then unlock it, and then you got to pull this, and I have to actually kind of pry it a little bit with my finger because it really sticks to this. So if I got this a little wet and put that up, it's not going to come off. I let it sit in the car for 2 days, and it was below freezing. We had snow and ice and rain, and I had no issues with this item. It definitely made the trip easier. It helped me a lot with trying to read the maps. And like I said, the only thing I would look to add would be to try to get this part here to maybe 10 inches long. That would be a big bonus. And if you need to plug it in, you might have to have a longer cord in some cases. But I have to tell you, definitely a great product. And the cord isn't this product's fault in any way. I would definitely recommend this, and in fact, I'm in a position where I want to buy another one for my other vehicle because it's just so easy to take your phone out and put it back in, and it's out of the way, and it keeps it up there. My wife didn't have to worry about picking it up for me and trying to reattach to this little product right here because it's extremely top heavy, whereas this was designed for your car. I mean, it really is designed for your dash. You bend this however you need to bend it, you adjust this wherever you need to adjust it, and clamp it on, and you're good to go. So wonderful product. Thank you, Mpow. Definitely be looking to pick up another one. And if you have any questions or any comments, please put them down below. Thanks, guys.